Howdy, Craig Summers here. Today we're going to go over the process for applying for your Texas LTC. This is the process that I see as the most beneficial and probably the quickest way. I'm not going to get into the other ways that it can be done. It would make this video a little bit much longer, but this is the way that I see is probably the most effective. We're going to go over the items that the state requires you to submit. Later videos I'll talk a little bit about handgun fundamentals, stance shooting, and then we'll go over the targets and the qualification. But today we're going to focus mainly on the process and how to submit your paperwork to the state to get your LTC. Step number one, what I recommend is go ahead and take the class. The Texas LTC class consists of two parts: the classroom or written portion with a graded test at the end, in addition to the shooting portion. Once you have passed both of those, you will be given by your instructor what is the CHL 100. I tell my students in my classes, this is the golden ticket. You will not get into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory without this thing. You'll see in the highlighted areas is where you will need to fill it out or sign. The instructor will sign off after you have completed the classroom portion, passed the test, and then he'll sign off a second time below once you have passed the shooting portion. If you'll see at the top where it asks you for your name, and then it also kind of seems in two areas where it asks for two identification numbers and the state issuing, go ahead and put your driver's license number and then TX for Texas for the issuing state. Once you have received that, now we can start the process. So we have that CHL 100. What I recommend to do is then go back to the house, scan that sucker into to your computer as a PDF document, and then when you rename it, what I recommend you doing is renaming it with CHL 100, your last name, and then your driver's license number. The state uses your driver's license number to track all the information that they get for your application. So that would be a good way just to make sure that there's no issues whatsoever. I have to stress this though, please do not submit that CHL 100 until you have started the online application process. The reason, once you have scanned in your CHL 100 and you're ready to begin the online process, in the description there is a link that will take you straight to the beginning application page. It gives you what you need up at the top: driver's license number or identification card. It's also going to ask for your residential information, employment information, and things like that. So if you'll scroll down on the left, more than likely you're going to be a new user. Also want you to note the link right before the apply button. That is the link that you are going to use to upload that CHL 100. So we're going to do that after we begin the process. If you'll click apply, it will then take you to the next page where you will input your Texas driver's license number, your date of birth, and your Texas ID or driver's license audit number. That is that very, very long number. I believe it is 25 digits at the bottom of your driver's license number that nobody remembers. So once you have input that and you click continue, it will then take you to another page where you will input your residential information, employment information. This is also where you're going to make your payment. After you finish the process and made your payment, the system is going to kick out two things for you. First, it's going to be a checklist. It's going to have a reference number up at the top. It's also going to have a barcode up there, and all it is a checklist of all the things that are going to be required for you. There's really not much more anymore. We're going to talk through that now. The second thing that you're going to get is you're going to get an email on where to go get your fingerprints. The state has a contract with a company called Identigo. You're going to go, you're going to click on that link, and you're going to find the closest location to you, and you're going to make an appointment. You go in there. Everything is done electronically now with fingerprints. Once they take your prints, everything is automatically sent to the state. That part is done. Also, regarding photographs, as long as you have a Texas driver's license and you are happy with the picture on your driver's license, you do not have to go get photographed again. The only people that need to get photographed are out-of-state applicants. If you'll click on the second link that I have provided for you in the description box, it will take you to this page. which is where we will submit our CHL 100. Up at the top, you have the drop-down box. We're in the handgun licensing department, and you'll drop down again, and we're going to submit our CHL 100 or supporting documents. That's what you want. We'll input our first name, last name, email, your driver's license number. As I said, everything is tracked by your driver's license number. You'll also see where it has your handgun license number. Don't worry about that. That doesn't apply to you yet. You don't have one. Then if you will scroll all the way at the bottom, what you can do is you can click right where it says browse file. You will select that file. I have to make note, you have to attach that file. So if you'll scroll down just a little bit more, you need to attach the file to that page. Then you can go ahead and submit. So once you have browsed, selected that file that you have named for your CHL 100 and have attached it, then you can go ahead and submit that to the state. I also want to note, in the same area where we have submitted our CHL 100, if you do have any supporting documents, for instance, DD 214, if you're going to take the military discount, or if you have some court documents that you need to upload and send the state to prove that something was dismissed or you weren't guilty or whatnot, this is the place to do it. So make sure you go ahead and you browse for those files that you need to upload, you select them, you attach them, and then we'll go ahead and we'll send that off. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope this video has been helpful. I wanted it to be some type of reference. If you had any questions after you've taken one of my classes, we go over this. We kind of walk through the process, but I know sometimes things slip our mind or we forget. You can go back to this video and maybe it might answer some questions. But I know this is one of the slip-ups where people have a lot of issues on, and they think it's very, very difficult, but I can assure you it's not. It is very, very easy. So let's kind of recap real quick before we end. I'm going to need the steps. You're going to need to take the class. Once you have passed both the written and the shooting portion, you have your CHL 100 form. That is your golden ticket. We're going to scan that into our computer, and then once we have done that, we're going to then begin the online process, or the online application process. We'll get everything filled out. Remember, we get our checklist, and then we get that email for our fingerprints. Go to that fingerprint link in your email. You'll find the closest location for Identigo. You will also schedule that appointment. You'll go there, get your fingerprints done, and then we'll go back. We need to attach any supporting documents, which primarily is that CHL 100. We'll go to that last page, input all that information. Remember, you don't have to put your handgun license number. You don't have one yet. We need to browse, select that file, attach it. You got to remember to attach, and then we go ahead and send it off. After that, we play the waiting game, and we log on every couple days and find out where we are in the process, and you know, just hope that you don't have any issues or whatnot, and your license will get to you in somewhat of a timely manner. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to have some subsequent videos, like I said, where we cover proper form shooting. We'll also cover the shooting portion of the class. We'll talk a little bit more about the targets, what's required, and all that stuff. So stay tuned later, but hope this video has been helpful. Thanks, guys.